You've just been sworn into your second term as a state representative. What are your goals for this year's session?
Well, goals for this year's session, number one, is get the Seahawks to the Super Bowl with a win. Amen. But beyond that, balancing the budget within existing revenues, that's the first priority for the state here. We've got about an 8% increase in projected revenues coming in, which is about $3 billion more. We should well be able to take care of the additional costs and funding necessary here, even with the increases in services the government should provide as a priority of government within that 8% increase. Everybody out there in Washington State would love to have an 8% salary increase this year. The state has that. Let's see what we can do to act within that. More than that, though, is the result of actually having a little bit better economic condition out there, environment, is that we're going to see enhanced jobs. We've seen the creation of jobs and economic opportunities really on the upswing here over the last 6, 8, 10 months, and it's really optimistic for the coming year in front of us here that people are actually realizing that the economy is on an upswing and everybody's emotionally buying into the fact that yes, we're okay again, and business is starting to kick back up.
You were also appointed as the ranking Republican on the state government committee. What does this mean for the people back home?
Oh, many things. This committee handles so many different areas and aspects of state government. It means that I'll have a greater say in overseeing state agencies and making government more efficient. That means acting within the budget that we have to work with, and we have an adequate increase, but acting within that and not having to have additional taxes necessary above and beyond the 8% increase that we're seeing, which is a phenomenal increase in revenue that indicates the economy is doing really well. Also, one of the most poignant things out there that I hear a lot of people that are constituents talk about has to do with keeping an eye on our election process. This committee will allow me to oversee our elections, and so I'll look for opportunities there to ensure voting in elections go smoothly and fairly.
The governor introduced a proposal to create a carbon tax to pay for a new transportation package. What do you think of the proposal?
I think that the governor, in the last 2 years that I've been here, has never seen a tax that he doesn't like. We have a $9 billion transportation budget last biennium, and yet he asked for an additional 13 to 15 cents tax per gallon of gas to accomplish additional projects in Eastern Washington. The interesting part is that it seems that the only time Eastern Washington projects are brought into play is when they attempt to leverage a tax increase and hold those projects hostage in order to get Republican votes for a tax increase. Now, the constituents of the 6th District have been very clear about this, in that they're not interested in paying 13 to 15 cents additional tax per gallon of gas. And quite frankly, a $9 billion transportation budget is something we should well be able to work within. Now, we've had the North-South Corridor Freeway in Spokane literally haven't been discussed the last 50 years and proposed about the same time that 167, the 520 bridge, 405 in Renton were also proposed. Those projects have been built, complete, worn out, and are being rebuilt, and we've yet to see a North-South Corridor. I think it's really high time that Spokane got its fair share within existing tax dollars. I think within a $9 billion transportation budget, we can actually see projects get completed if they're prioritized according to our fair share. And quite frankly, I'm sick of seeing King County get new projects long after ours were promised to be completed and yet to be started.